Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Nick Gaspard here. And today's video, we're going to be going over the importance of getting an 800 credit score and how to get an 800 credit score. So in my channel, I'm going over a lot of advice on investing, buying businesses, self-improvement, different things. So one of the most important things you need is a good credit score. That's going to be the pillar of your whole future. So having a good credit score is very important. And today's video, we're going to go over how to get an 800 credit score. So first of all, you don't really need an 800 score. I mean, anything above 760 is going to suffice. But today we're going to go over how to get an 800. So the first factor in your credit score is going to be your payment history. So about 35% of your actual credit score is how you pay your accounts and if you pay them on time. So one of the most important factors and biggest factors in having a good credit score is how you pay your accounts. So you want to make sure you pay all your accounts on time, your car loans, your credit cards, your house payments, basically everything all the payments that you have, you want to make sure you make those payments on time. Now, don't freak out if you've got a couple late payments in the last year or two, because what we're doing, we're starting from now. So from now forward, don't miss any payments. And this is something you're going to work on for the rest of your life, because having a good credit score, it's like being in shape or, working out. It's something you have to do all the time. You're always working on your credit score. You're always improving it. You're checking it monthly. It's something you have to stay on top of. It's not just something you build up and just leave it alone. It's something you have to maintain and stay on top of. But having a good credit score, it's one of the best things in the world. It's one of the best feelings. Walking into a car dealership, buying any car you want, getting the best, interest rates. So it's very important to have a good credit score, getting the best deals on cell phones, credit cards, getting all those offers, and that's all about having a good credit score. So back to your score, one of the most important factors is your payment history. So we want to make sure we make all of our payments on time. And even if you have a couple late payments in your past, those will fall off eventually. But for now, this point moving forward, we're going to make sure you don't miss any payments on your credit score. The other thing too, if you have some delinquent accounts or bad accounts, those two will fall off in 7 years. So a lot of people think, oh, well, I don't have good credit now. How's this going to happen? Or they feel overwhelmed. But just remember, anybody can rebuild their credit. I've helped my family. I've helped my parents. I've helped my friends. I've helped a lot of people rebuild their credit scores. I've built my credit score. And anybody's score can be improved. Anybody's score can be perfect. Basically, just from 7 years, from now till 7 years, if you work on your score, you're going to have a perfect score, no matter how bad your stuff is right now, except for a bankruptcy. A bankruptcy will stay on there 10 years. Okay, so the second biggest factor in getting an 800 credit score is going to be your available balances. So to give you an example, that's going to account for 30% of your score. So to give you an example, let's say you have a $10,000 credit card limit and you're using over 50% of that. So you've got $5,000 you're using on that credit card. So you would be using over 50% utilization on that card. That's not good. You got to keep it under 30%. Some people say a little bit over 10%, but definitely under 30% overall utilization. So if you had a $10,000 credit card, you definitely want to be below $3,000 on that $10,000 credit card. And the way that works, that's per each account. So even if you average it out, say you've got 10 cards and you've got $10,000 total and you're under 30% on all 10 cards, you want to be under 30% on each individual account, if that makes sense. So, and if you guys need any clarification on any of this stuff, just send me a comment below. I'll comment, email me, I'll explain. It's a little confusing, but we'll go over it all. So the first factor is going to be your payment history. That's 35% of your score. The second biggest factor is going to be your available balances or your credit utilization. That's going to be 30% of your score. So you want to keep those balances down. So if you just pay all your accounts on time and you get your balances paid down, that's going to raise your score. Another good example is, let's say you're in a high utilization right now. Say you're using 80, 90% of your available credit. Well, that might make your score go down right now and you're like, man, I have a bad score. But if you just pay those balances down, that's going to make your score go up immediately. And a lot of people don't know that, but your score will go up instantly once you pay down those balances. So the key is to keep paying your accounts on time and keep paying down those balances and eventually get to where you have no balances. That's the ideal. So the next biggest factor is going to be your length of credit history. So that's basically how long your accounts have been open. So a little secret is if you open an account, don't close it no matter what. Just keep it open, keep it open. The longer your accounts are open, the better it's going to look to the lenders, the better your score is going to be. So all your accounts, remember this is a long-term thing. This is going to take several years and then you want to maintain it. So you want to keep all your accounts open as long as you can. The next factor is going to be your inquiries or how much new credit that you're applying for. So you want to keep those down. And inquiries, they'll stay on your credit file for 2 years, but they impact your score for a year. So after 2 years, all inquiries will fall off. And inquiries, when you apply for credit, it goes on your credit report that you applied. There's 3 different bureaus. It's Experian, Equifax, and TransUnion. So each lender will pull a different bureau. So you want to know when you're applying for credit which bureau they're going to use, so you know which bureau you're going to get an inquiry on. But anyway, we'll get into that in more detail in another video. But basically, just keep your inquiries down. So if you just make your payments on time, pay your balances down, keep your inquiries down, you're going to have a perfect score. It might take a few years, it might take a year, it might take 2 years, but if you just keep working on it. The other thing I highly recommend is using some type of credit monitoring service. There's a few free ones. I think creditkarma.com. There's some other ones. The paid ones are probably the best. Experian.com is one you can use also, credit monitoring service. But basically, just start monitoring your credit. Know where your score is. Know what factors are pulling your score down. If you need help, you can email me. Send me a copy of your credit report. I'll take a look at it for you. And we'll figure out which things you need to work on and which things you need to do to raise your score. But trust me, having a good credit score is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. It's like having good health or being in good shape. I mean, it's something that's going to pay you for the rest of your life. You're going to get good interest rates. You're going to qualify for good things. Down the road, if you want to buy a business, or you want to invest in a business, you want to borrow money, you need help, having good credit is going to be the key. So today's video, we went over how to get an 800 credit score and how to maintain it. And I hope you guys got some good information. If you like the video, please like it. Please subscribe to the channel. I'm going to keep it coming. And any videos you guys want to see, just leave a comment below. I'll make those videos. I'm just getting started. But look forward to doing more content, and we'll talk to you guys later. Thank you.